Hey everybody, not going to spend super long, but I thought I'd do a quick video because I haven't talked to anyone in a while. I'm going out to the barn here in probably the next hour or so, hopefully, to do stalls in the morning because it's so wicked hot. Normally I'd be at work right now, but I've been so sick from the heat that I ended up taking the morning half of today off so that I could do my stalls in the morning, go to work, and then go teach. So hopefully that combo works out okay. I haven't even done my morning routine yet to get ready, but I thought I'd do a quick video because I haven't talked to any of my people in a while. Some of you may or may not know that I started teaching lessons, and I'm hoping to get a little more video from that to share with some of you guys. So I've started teaching lessons, and hopefully here soon I'll have filled all of my spots. And if I can do that, I may move into more teaching and less of my day job, but we'll see. It just kind of depends. The heat has been horrible. It's been, feels like, of over 100 for almost a week, and it's not slowing down. It's not getting better. So it's not been great. It's been hard to, most of my lessons, so I didn't have any lessons Saturday or Sunday because I don't teach those days, but Monday and Tuesday's lessons, Tuesday most of my kids canceled, but Monday we did mostly walk, maybe a little bit of trot. Tuesday I had 2 lessons from the same person because she has 2 kids, which was actually really fun. She said, oh, they're really green, and they got on and they did like everything super naturally. I was like, are you sure? Because they're pretty good. Like, they were really fun. They were really fun to teach. They did a great job. I think I'm gonna transition to maybe having Azaria do a couple more of my littler kids. I didn't want her doing little kids because if they flop, she like speeds up and goes faster. But Reno picks the kids he likes. He has several kids that he will walk and trot around, and he'll steer for them, and he'll be really great. And then he has some kids that he's a little monster, and he won't steer for them. He'll take them off in the corner. He'll just kind of ignore them, and I'm like, oh, this is horrible. And the kid's like getting frustrated. But I did the lesson on Tuesday was the first time I let Azaria. I'm actually kind of sick right now from the heat. Trucker Tom, still love that name, by the way. I work between 7, 8, or 9 hours in this heat with no AC. So I've been doing that for 3 days in a row. Yesterday I spent 9 hours in the heat in over 100-degree weather with no AC. So I finally kind of said I need a break and took a half day today. So my morning half I'm not working. I never take time off. I don't like taking time off. I like having a consistent paycheck. I like I use all of my paycheck. You know, I'm finally, with the lessons, getting to where maybe my horses will start to pay for themselves a little bit, and then maybe I could take more time off, which would be really nice. But That's still kind of in the works. I'm still kind of checking my finances to make sure I can do that. I would love if I could take a day off during the week, which actually I'm gonna have to do because we have an intern that came back that basically the boss wants to give her hours. I mean, I could get a shot glass. Would you like that? Stumpy, I haven't heard from you in forever. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I've asked Tyson, I'm like, touch me, do I not feel hot? And he's like, no, you feel fine. And when I touch my skin, I feel really hot. And so I think just internally I've been baked a little bit, like, by the sun. It's good to see you, Stumpy. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, she's chewing on a bone on my shoe. I thought she was chewing on my shoe. But, yeah, so the goal would be that if my horses can pay for themselves and a little bit extra, then maybe I could take time off from my day job. I've missed doing my videos. It's hard because if I teach, I'm not going to put a child's face where evil people could see it. And that's pretty much the only reason I haven't been videoing is I finish teaching most nights at around 8:15, 8:30. And then I have to do stalls. The horses are at the barn. I'll probably go to the barn in the next half hour. And so I finish teaching around 8:15. So then if I want to school on my horses, you know, like, I'm not gonna get home until 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I have to be up at 6 a.m. the next day. And I have a dog at home, and I'm trying to be a good friend to, but I'm not, because I'm doing too many things. So I'm hoping I can kind of fix that schedule so that I still have balance where I'm spending time with my family and the people that matter, but I'm also still, you know, teaching and doing what I need to. Yesterday was a Wednesday. So yesterday I was so sick because I spent 9 hours in the heat that I canceled my lessons, I canceled my chiropractor, I canceled even the stalls I was going to do. Because I do extra stalls to help work off my board, which maybe I need to stop doing that, but every little bit helps, so I'm trying to figure out that. I teach about anywhere between 14 and 16 lessons a week. Thanks, Stumpy. You're a good friend. You've been here for a while. So I teach anywhere between like 14 and 16 lessons a night, which means each horse teaches about 7 or 8 lessons a week. Thank you, Tino. I haven't seen you in forever either. So you know, my horses usually they might do 1 or 2. I've been working a lot too. I haven't been live in forever. My horses usually do anywhere between 2 and 3 lessons a night because, oh, you do security patrol? Most of my lessons are very young children who mostly just walk because it's like their first time riding. As like my students get better at riding, I may have to look at, you know, using another horse because I don't want them to have to do multiple hard lessons. Homeless tweakers. Oh my gosh. Nice, Stumpy. I have, I think, 4 lessons tonight. Also, I'm trying to get more group lessons. I finally got my personal protection device in the apartment. It's sitting right over there. I should probably put it somewhere hidden. Wow, that's amazing. I can't run, so that's our running joke. We went to a horse show, and we got our friend to kind of join us. She wasn't originally going to ride with us, and we were like, look, the barn's a mile away. We could get loaded up and back in time before the last class, and then you could ride in one of the classes. And so she's like, okay, you run and get my horse. You run and get my horse. I tried to run and I almost biffed it on the sidewalk. I'm not a runner. So I teach lessons. So I work 8 to 4 every day. That's my job that pays the big bills and helps with horses when they don't make enough. Tomorrow is my 1 month anniversary for teaching. I should do a post about that. We'll see. But tomorrow's my 1 month anniversary. I'll have been teaching officially for 1 whole month. It's been a very rocky experience. It's been amazing. I adore teaching. But growth-wise, it's like you would hit mountains and then it would just plummet and nobody would reach out. You'd have a ton of people who'd be like, hey, can you tell me more? You'd give them the information and they'd just ghost you, which was like crushing. And then you'd have a bunch of people set appointments and not show up. And then you'd have a few regulars, and so you'd be going back up the high, and then, you know, something would happen with that. And it's finally kind of getting where it's like, it's not a high and it's not a low, it's kind of a middle. I haven't filled all my spots with consistent lessons yet. I don't know what that means. You mowed the cow pasture yesterday? That's awesome. In this heat though, crazy. It's so hot. I'm finally getting a few more regular students. Who hates you? I'm finally getting enough regular students to where I might be able to fill my schedule with mostly regulars. Which would be nice, because then, you know, I wouldn't have to. Part of the frustration is that, like, I had a lady who reserved an hour slot and canceled hours before her lessons. And now I don't know if she's even going to ever contact me again to ride again. Is this good hay weather, Trucker Tom? Probably, I'd imagine, because it's like what you want. You want it to dry. I forgot what I was saying. But, I don't know, I just wanted to hop on for a little bit before I have to go do some stalls and then come back and then, you know, go from there. I'm hoping I can get stalls done early enough that I can then come home, eat something, and then go to work so I don't have to pack a lunch that I'll then forget. I don't make anyone new mods yet because I have to see who's consistently good. Because if I make somebody a mod and then they do bad things and ruin my channel, I would be heartbroken. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of the scoop. I had someone that was leasing Reno. She's had a lot of rough stuff come up. and so that's kind of fallen through, which sucks because I really enjoyed having her come out and ride. But I've also been using Reno a lot for kid lessons. He really likes some of the kids. He rides very differently for different people. Like, I can hop on and, you know, cruise around and make him look decent, and then I could put someone else on him and he looks like a complete donkey. He's a very humbling horse. I've never had one be as difficult as he is. He can be, he's kind of that mountains and valley horse. Like, you'll have days where you feel like you're conquering the world, and then he'll give you a day where you're like, why do I do what I do? Should I quit horses? Do I know what I'm doing? Why am I here? And I don't know if it's just because I haven't found his thing that helps him, or if it's just who he is. He's an interesting dichotomy. I can, you know, he doesn't like some people, and he'll be a complete turd, and then I can put, like a special needs individual on him, and he'll just take care of them. He'll just plug along. They can scream and, you know, flail, and he just tolerates it. Or I could put, you know, who was it, a 6-year-old on him, and he just goes around like a little saint, and then I'll put a different 6-year-old on, and he's like, no, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, awesome, awesome. You never know with him, which is why it's kind of frustrating, because I want to be able to, like, have a consistent horse. Oh, she's been up this whole time. She's just short, so you can't see her. But a lot of this has been just trial and error. Like, oh, well, that kid doesn't get along with this horse, so we try a different horse. Oh, that kid doesn't get along with that horse, we go with the other horse, you know? I keep getting notifications and I can't read both at the same time. But anyway, I should probably get ready to get going. If any of you have any great tips for how to not die in this heat, let me know, because I'm not okay. Noodle's been doing fine with the heat, which is good, because I couldn't handle her not being okay with it. She actually, we have a little pond at work that she kind of might have accidentally fallen into the other day. And it was pretty funny. So now I take her to the pond for her during the middle of the day to go play in it. But she has not figured out swimming yet. Wear a sun hat. I should do that. I wore a baseball cap the one day, but I need a good sun hat and I need sunglasses, because I don't have sunglasses, and I do think some of my, like, headaches are coming from my eyes being fatigued. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the problem, is we're there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you're just baking in, like, the worst heats of the day. Today I'm only there from 12 to 4 because I took a half day. So, like, here in a minute I'm gonna go do stalls in the morning at my boarding barn, and then I'll go to work, and then I'll teach lessons tonight. I teach from like 5:30 to 8:30. So, see, but Oakleys are so expensive. What I need is dollar store sunglasses. That way when they break, I won't cry. But yeah, like, I'm in this heat. For work, I'm in this heat for 8 hours. And then I go home, and I spend another 3 or 4 hours in it in the evening. So I've been honestly just miserable. I'm really hoping the rest of the summer isn't like this because it's pretty brutal. And I can't teach in the morning because I work. So there's no consistent workaround for me. Hopefully maybe if I'm going to start taking some days off during the week to give this other girl hours, maybe I could teach in the morning on those days. Well, I'm probably going to leave, Stumpy. I can Google it, don't worry. Alright, speaking of, I should probably end this because I have to get ready for my day, because in the next like 20 minutes, hopefully, I can go out, do my stalls early, get it done, and then get out of the heat again, because it'll probably take me an hour and a half to do 3 stalls for her and my 2 stalls. It might take longer because they're going to be worse today. But peace out, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.